The nervous system is a super complex system that sends and relays messages throughout the body. And according to this prompt, we're trying to describe how information is passed from a presynaptic to a postsynaptic neuron, and this allows information to flow throughout the nervous system. Normally, a nerve works by just allowing an action potential to go down the nerve, and this happens by sodium and potassium pumps opening and closing, creating a positive or a negative charge that passes down and allows information to pass throughout the nerve. And this works as it travels along the nerve, but nerves throughout the body do not run the entire length of the body. We still need to be able to innervate the tips of our toes and tips of our fingers, as well as we need to be able to innervate things inside of our brain. And to do this, the body will pass a message from the central nervous system to a lot of the peripheral nervous system, and even from central to central nervous system. So how this works is an action potential is sent down a nerve, and this is sent to the presynaptic cleft, and this is the neuron that is the first messenger that goes to the next one. When it reaches the end of this presynaptic cleft, this triggers calcium to flood into the cell, and this is done via voltage-gated channels that allow the calcium to flow in. As this occurs, there's a vesicle that forms around the actual neurotransmitter itself, and this is just the hormone that sends the message from nerve to nerve. The neurotransmitter is then sent in that vesicle outside of the first neuron to the synaptic cleft, and then it's sent to the receptors on the second neuron, thus passing the message. As this happens, it triggers a transmission, and either is a inhibitor, which will stop the message, or it excites it and pushes the message through to the next nerve. All these signals and everything are sent throughout the body, and like I said, they're started usually in the central nervous system, either by the thalamus or different parts of the brain, and then they'll travel down the spine to the peripheral nervous system to innervate either muscles or hormones or other organs that they need to. There's over 100 different neurotransmitters throughout the body, so there's hundreds of different signals that can be sent, and each one that's sent can be received differently. One good example is acetylcholine signal, and that is sent from the central nervous system to the peripheral to innervate a muscle, and this is how we have voluntary muscle reaction, is that acetylcholine passing through the postsynaptic neuron into the muscle cells themselves and triggering a muscle response. All these different neurotransmitters are interpreted differently, and that's what gives us our such complex way of the body working and allows everything to function the way that it should.